Top of the day to you. Good morning, Chris. Number one. Number one. Morning, Lisa. Thank y'all, both of y'all. Christine, good morning. No, Chris, yeah. Uh, Good morning, Adam Piazza. Also, user. Carla, good morning, sweetie. Uh, Hope you guys are doing good this morning. Monday morning. Yeah, Mondays go. Kim, good morning. William, good morning, buddy. Good to see you. Uh, Sarah, good morning. Sky, uh, Michelle, Brown, good morning. Okay, kind of going fast. Sandra, good morning. Stephanie, Elena, good morning, sweetie. Steve, good morning. William, good morning, buddy. Hope it's going well over there. Yeah, good morning, friends. Vera, come back, Vera. Come back. Uh, I think I saw Vera come by here real fast. Deborah Barnes, good morning. Got a good report from Deborah this morning. Peggy, good morning. Uh, okay, it went by so fast. Did y'all see Vera? I thought I saw Vera come by here saying good morning. Okay, yeah, we've been worried about you, sweet girl. Uh, all right, here you are. I see you. Uh, yeah, anytime Vera's not here, I worry about her. Uh, but I know, she's going through some stressful times, and uh, reminds me of my daughter Tina when she went through that same thing, and it's very stressful. But you're gonna be okay, sweetie. You're gonna be all right. Uh, Good morning, Steve and Sharon. Bamanola. Good morning. Oh Lord, Uncle Ronnie. Uncle Ronnie, that's a new one for me. Uncle Ronnie. I'm gonna start calling him Uncle Ronnie if y'all don't mind. Uh, yeah, he's old enough to be my uncle. Yeah. Uh, Smoke follows beauty. Y'all heard that? A while ago, it was going the other way. I'm serious. I'm serious. It was. That's why I sat over here. And Buster took my chair over there. That's where I would be sitting. But the smoke was going that way, so I said, Buster, I'm sitting over here. And I think there's a lot to that. Smoke follows beauty. I don't know. It just, my wood may be a little bit damp. It just don't want to burn today. I'm glad I didn't have to rub sticks together. Uh, yeah, good morning, Uncle Ronnie. I love it. Uh, Vera does. She's gonna be okay. She's gonna be all right. We're all praying for her. I got a good report from Deborah this morning about her. We've been praying for Sandy. Sandy'd been bedridden. She's up with a walker. Up with a walker. And she wanted to thank everybody for the prayers. Yeah, up with a walker now, getting around the house. Uh, my nose itches. Ronnie's probably lying on me. My nose is itching. I think, ain't there something like that if your nose itches, somebody's telling a story about you? Uh, I'll tell y'all what, I appreciate you guys watching that video this morning and making those sweet comments. I truly do. It means a lot. Uh, those folks take care of us pretty good around here, and they look for those kind of comments, see what people are thinking. They really was impressed with us going up there, to the meet and greet, that so many folks showed up. And I think all of us are still kind of awestruck, just, who would have thought? Who would have thought? But I'll tell you what, it's not cold this morning. We're gonna get some storms, I think, supposedly some rain this evening late into the night, maybe even tomorrow morning. I've got to go to the feed store this morning when I get through here and get stocked up on feed so it won't be interfering with us in the Thanksgiving holiday. We'll we'll be having dinner at Kim's, Thanksgiving dinner. We last night met over at Dan's for part of the cooking with Dan and Lou. And see, I didn't get a Sunday video yesterday because it was cooking with Dan and Lou. And I don't like the video when, you know, and he's trying to do a video. It wouldn't be right. So, but as it turned out, with hardly nobody there anyway. Everybody was out of town. Buddy and Steph was gone to somewhere having a dinner with someone, like a Thanksgiving dinner with some of her folks. Dustin and all his group went to the Renaissance, which is a big deal here in Texas. You know, they all wear costumes and they go, and him and his family was there for 2 days in a row. He took his little girls 2 days in a row. He said, PawPaw, the rides like $20 a piece. And he said they wanted to ride everything. But he said he couldn't afford all that. He said, but this was a Saturday. This is Saturday, because we kept little Cassidy Saturday and Saturday night. And yesterday, Tina wanted to keep her because they was going back. And I said, y'all going back again? He said, yeah. He said, well, problem is, he said they want to ride everything. Coda and Carly. And he said, in Bay, I think. And he said, but the rides are like $20 a head. He said, but on Sunday, they're free for kids under a certain age. He said, we got to go back so they can ride everything. So they went back. But so they wasn't here. And Tina and Rob didn't come. Ben came. He left this morning for Uvalde. Yeah, Vera, we have missed you, sweetie. Oh, you love my hat? Thank you so much. Ronnie wants one. Like, I'm going to get Ronnie one. No, Vera don't ignore people. She just, you know, if she's like me, she can't see every name that comes across here. You know, they come by sometimes, zip, 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 and you just can't see them. And yeah, Miss Can Do, thank you. Good morning. That's chat family here. You can't beat this family. Lester getting rain sprinkles right now. You know what? I got up thinking it's fixed to rain because it's overcast like it could rain any second. And it may have rained a little bit. It's a little bit damp here. That might be what's wrong with my wood. It's not wanting to burn. But if it rained, it was early because my chairs wasn't wet, but the ground is pretty damp. This is just a heavy dew. Okay. Judy Britton, good morning to you. And, William, don't start on her, bud. Don't start on her, William. You get her angry, and we all in trouble. Because she ain't gonna just attack you. She's gonna attack Ronnie and me because we're all buddies. You know how it works. You know, back in the school days when you was dating some girl and you and her may have kind of broke up or whatever, all her friends would hate you. What'd I do? Y'all remember them days. You know, I know it's been a while, but y'all remember. Yeah, they all would hate you. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you there, Kim. Remind everybody, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Oh, thank you there so much. Appreciate that. Below Flex. Below Flex, I like it. Anyway, I don't even know where I was at. I done forgot where y'all get me off track here. I had it down pat what I was gonna say. Anyway, if you're new, I will say this, if you're new and you're just joining in first time or second time, whatever, if you like to just come to a place to chat, thank you, Sharon, I appreciate that. Come place to chat and make friends, this is the place to come. These folks not only, they'll chat with you and you'll make friends. When I close this off here today, there'll still be folks here chatting with each other back and forth, emails, text messages, whatever. phone calls even. And good morning, Thomas. Thomas is awake. They don't know when to sleep up there where he's at because it's daylight sometimes 24 hours, you know, and he don't know if it's bedtime or not. Don't have a clock. But anyway, thank y'all for joining in if you're new, okay? And thank you guys that's been here. Keep coming back for more punishment. Keep coming back. Yeah, William, you will stir a pot, bud. you do stir pots. You like old Ronnie. Y'all like to stir the pot sometime for no reason. I'll tell you what, tomorrow's video, and I'm not trying to sell it to you, but if you want to see an accident that could have been bad, seriously, watch it. It could have been bad. As it turned out, the good Lord was watching out for me. He was watching out for old PawPaw. He said, well, he's kind of stupid. I better watch out for him. I blame it on Dan. I'm trying to work with Dan. You can't work with Dan. He's on the tractor. You can't work with him. Remember, kind of like with my dad. My dad was kind of dangerous on a tractor back in the day. I remember one time we was hauling wood, firewood. And an old trailer didn't have fenders on it. Just a bed with 2 old tires, you know, and a load of wood. And I was a kid sitting back there, riding back there, and he coming up that old river bottom in that old tractor, you know, hitting bump stuff, and that old wood shifted a little bit, and all of a sudden that wood just started rolling and me on it, down toward that tire. And there's a space between that tire and the body of that trailer. And I was going down in that space, and I was screaming, hey, hearing that. But he happened to look back at the right time. Stopped right before I got down in that little hole. I got down in that hole, that tire would eat me alive. Oh, yeah. And Dan's like it. Dan's a lot like my dad. I can't blame Dan, on all of it on Dan. He just happened to be the tractor operator. I said, no, I'm going to get Bree. If I'm doing something around you with a tractor, I want Bree. I think Vera's surgery's on the 28th, I think she told me. And I'll leave that up to her to talk about if she wants to. Jill is doing well. They did the surgery on Jill and removed all that, you know, thyroid cancer stuff. Removed all that, and then she had to go back later. And I think they took some lymph nodes from that area too, you know, and she goes back later and they give her that radiation deal, and she stayed there, and then they scanned it. There's just a tiny little speck. And the doctor said, we're gonna wait, I forget now, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. We'll bring you back in, we'll scan that again. And if it's, he said, I think it'll be gone, you know, but if it's not, we'll take it out. Yeah, it's breast cancer. Tina, my daughter, had breast cancer. And we was all worried to death, and rightly so. But they went in and removed hers, and they removed all the lymph nodes. They kept checking the lymph nodes out from that area, you know. And if one wasn't right, they removed it until they got to where they were all like what they call clean. And she's been fine ever since. She went through her chemo and stuff. Tina's tough, and I know there's probably a lot on her mind going through all that, but she's teaching school, and she wore a little, I call it a bonnet, but she looked real cute in it because of her, you know, her hair. And but she just bounced right back. She's just tough as boot leather, you know, and she's now been, what, 10, 11 years free. Awesome. God was good, and he's gonna be good for Vera too, because Vera's got a bunch of prayer warriors here praying for her, and I believe in prayer. And if you don't, that's fine. That's your business. That's your business. Anyway, that's the way we are. It is what it is. All right. Anyway, y'all watch that video tomorrow. You see old Dan, I shouldn't say bad things about Dan. He jumped off that tractor scared to death, you know, and thankfully, he put it in neutral. It left it in gear. I wouldn't be here this morning. That big old 65 horsepower tractor looking down at me. Looking down on me. But yeah, it worked that good. And he said, you hurt. I said, no, I don't think so. Help me up. But now that's all on video. And I thought he was probably going to hurt me worse trying to get me up. He kind of manhandling me. I have been moving stuff from the house over here, okay? Yeah, I was trying to supervise Dan. I was trying to be helpful for Dan. What it was, he was moving that well house, G's little well house you had over here, that little wishing well over here. It's not that heavy, but it's awkward. It's just, you know, it's awkward. And he moved all that concrete for me. That's piled up under more concrete slabs, and he moved all that. And I said, when you come back, get through, let's move that wishing well over for Mom. Oh yeah. Well, we did. It looks good. But I've been moving stuff from over there, and I think it was Saturday. I made so many trips with that wagon, loaded down with stuff, that I couldn't hardly walk. Sunday, I was sore all over. I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, my hips hurt. From my hips down, I hurt. Got up, got on the couch, which that don't make it no better, but I had to get up and move around a little bit. And we put the wishing well right in front. You know, there was a little concrete slab out there. It used to be where we got the gifts and goodies came, you know, that little building. And we moved it over on Dan's corner. It's on that concrete slab sitting right like center of our house, right out in the front yard underneath those trees. It looks good under there. Good morning, Roddy Neal. If I was a drinking man, something stronger than this, when I see Ronnie show up, oh, Ronnie's a good man. Anyway, I moved stuff, and I'm gonna be moving stuff again today. I gotta go to the feed store, and you said, what are you gonna do today? I said, well, baby, I've got to move the rest of that stuff over there. I've went into there, and we've got 90% of the stuff moved out of the house. Okay, not upstairs. I'm gonna let Ben, and most of that stuff upstairs, Ben's. And Ben probably take that stuff home with him. And what he don't take, Dustin may want to keep or whatever. Don't pick on Roddy. All right, I'm not gonna pick on him. Y'all cannot take up for him. You just don't know him like I know him. But I went over there yesterday before I got hooked up with Dan. And I moved all the stuff basically out of the rooms, what was left. Just a few big items that G's not gonna bring over here, and Dust says leave them and let him and Gio look at them. They may keep them. If not, then they'll move them out. And I said, okay. There's like a big dresser and like an island that was in the kitchen, the old antique island. Gio talked about keeping that. And there's a big, beautiful, like dressing table for children, babies and stuff. She wants to keep that, naturally. But just stuff like that is left over there, big stuff, and, excuse me, and a TV. I walk over there every day, or I go over there every day. I'm not gonna leave that house alone. I'm not gonna let it be abandoned. I go over every day and watch a little TV, sit in my chair, watch a little TV. That's stupid. Yeah, I do it. I tell that house good morning, walk in, click the TV, watch a little TV. I sit there for a while, and I may put a coffee pot over and go by and have a cup of coffee now and then. Yeah. But anyway, yesterday I moved all that stuff centrally located. And today I'm going to finish bringing that stuff that I've got to move over here. Probably about 2 or 3 trips. And it's not bad, that wagon. It's got big, rubber tires or, air-up tires, and it's smooth. Till you get to that ramp, it's got a heavy load, and you're up that ramp pulling it. Oh yeah, Jake's got a bunch of puppies, don't he? Yeah, he's telling his mom and dad last night was over, I think, or yesterday he was talking to mom and dad about 7 puppies, I think. Keep them, Jake. I got 6 in my house. 6 already. I went by and talked to my sister the other morning. She lives with my niece, with her daughter, Debbie. And she was out in the yard and sitting on the porch actually and having a cup of coffee, and I was going down to LE's to check the delivery. Some of our stuff got dropped off down there, and I stopped and chatting with her, and there was like six or 7 little dogs, just bark, 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 bark. And I said, "Sis, all those yours?" She said, "Oh no." She said, "I only got this one little one here, a little Chihuahua." And he was barking too, naturally. She said, "Those belong to Brooke." The little girl lives, it's not their daughter or granddaughter, now, the little girl that Debbie raised or took care of. And they're all her puppies. Every time you turn around, Brooke wants another dog. Oh, Lord, I can't say that I got 6. Or I would say no, but I got 6. Real proud of our 6 little dogs. Tiki uses a pad, but he stays out half the time anyway. But the rest of them, they come out. There's no house problems with them in the house. They come out and do all their little business, and they're in and out all day long. Real proud of them. And but Tiki, he's the little one, and he likes a pad. So, and he makes it to the pad, but most of the time he's outside, so we have to worry with him either. But thankfully that pad, he's pad broke. Yeah, they are cute, 6 dogs. They are, and the three team up with me. And the funny thing is, listen. We'll be sitting there watching TV or whatever, and I need to go out for whatever. I said, okay, boys, let's go. The 3 that hang with me, up and do the door. Buster, Woody, and Kippy. I call them the A-team. These little dogs all sit there and look at you that way. I'm glad they're going out, But G can get up and says, "Let's go, boys," and her 3 jumps up. One of them's Verdi. Verdi don't know what she is. But Verdi's the sweetest little thing. She is so sweet. Anytime the little girls stay over, Verdi wants to sleep with them. And now she don't get up on top of them, she'll lay there on the bed with them. And little Cassidy spent the night. And she hates the baby bed. She hates the baby bed. She'll cry, kick them bars. She don't like a baby bed. You put her up on a big bed, but right now, see, she's not crawling and stuff. Won't be able to do that when she starts crawling. And you put her up there and put a pillow by her or whatever, and give her a little blanket. She likes to take that blanket, hold her right over her, But anyway, and she sleeps and goes sound asleep. They sleep all night. Well, Verdi naturally got to get up there and lay on the other side of that pillow right there by her. And you walk in the door, Verdi, shut up, Verdi, I live here. Verdi don't ride. Someone said take Verdi for Verdi. I would take Verdi for a ride. I told Verdi, I told Jesus, just give Verdi to me. I'll teach her the good stuff in life out here. But Verdi will not ride. She'll run along beside us. And then I don't want her to go down in the back with us, so then she gets back there somewhere like Woody and gets lost. Woody got lost, on that one video. He didn't get lost. He just got off, and I drive off without him. And I look, Woody's not here. And he's right there running along behind me. But Buster loves that baby. Oh, Lord, yes. If that baby's here, Buster's with that baby. He is. He got to go love on it. He'll lay down beside it. Uh, and he'll do the same thing with Coda Bear. And I say, well, Coda Bear, Buster's your brother. No, not. No, not. I said, well, he looks like you. No, not. No, not. Yeah, Woody was busy. He peed on every leaf he could find. Ronnie Neal, we glad when the holidays are over. I talked to Ronnie last night about it. Ronnie said it gets stressful, you know, and it can, but I love the holidays. I love them. You know, I love Thanksgiving. I love all of them, but I love Christmas. It can be a chore when it's over, because there's cleanup. You know, they always come to our house to open gifts, and no matter how much they all help, there's little pieces of paper, a little piece of a ribbon. There's always something to be cleaned up, picked up, washed dishes. It's always something. But it's fun. I enjoy it. Wouldn't trade it for nothing. Yeah, I love holidays. And Thanksgiving, like last night. I meant to say this a while ago, I got off track. Somebody got me off track. Yeah, I don't go off track by myself. Somebody did it. Last night we were over at Dan's, and so we started going around the table what different ones are going to bring us. See, we know Tina and Rob are going to be in Uvalde. Ben, Dustin, them maybe. He's not for sure if they're going to go to Uvalde with the other grandparents for Thanksgiving or not. They may. We hadn't decorated nothing yet. We hadn't put up no decorations yet. Lou had. Lou got a beautiful tree up and stuff. So we're going around the table like, okay, Lou's going to do a turkey. Okay. Dan's going to do another turkey because he wants to do something different. They're going to have a traditional turkey. And then Dan's going to do something, I forget what he said. He cut the backbone out and you flatten it out, some kind of stuff. I don't know. But he said, yeah, I've seen that. That's pretty good. So Kim is doing a ham. We're going to bring and I don't know what y'all call it, but I call it like a fruit salad. You know, it's what I call it. But I think it's got probably a different name. But and then potato salad, and I think yams, and there'll be dressing. I forget who said they're gonna do the dressing and stuff. And Bud and Steph gonna bring, I forget what they're gonna bring, some kind of dish, a couple of dishes. So anyway, all come together. We all bring something, and Lou's gonna do rolls also. And we'll all eat. We always eat our Thanksgiving dinner at Kim's. And usually, I think Christmas dinner, I think, is at Tina's, I think. Anyway, but we all bring a dish, you know, and kind of gather up and have a good time, and go back later for seconds or thirds. Lester James bringing pecan pie. I love pecan pie. Bring it on. Bring it on. We had pecan pie last night. We had some games over there, and I won't go into that because Dan makes a video on his time, Dan and Lou, cooking with Dan and Lou. But it was a fun game. And Kim naturally says something, then she gets embarrassed what she said, how it sounded. So she's sitting there all like this, her eyes are all squinched up. Dan making fun of her. Okay, leftover the best. Yeah, a lot of things are. That one thing I call fruit salad. I know G calls it something else probably, but it's got sour cream. It's sour cream and little marshmallows. It's got the fruit in a can, you know, all the little kinds of different little chopped up fruit in a